Hey, it's Amy. Thanks for tuning in. Before we get into the tank video, on April 27, 2025, I will be going to the Niagara Coral Expo, which is taking place in Grimsby, Ontario. So if you're going and you want to say hi, look out for me and say hi. And hopefully we have a great day finding some awesome deals for corals and maybe putting in a couple tickets for the raffle and coming home with some goodies. So yeah, see you there. So it's been a couple weeks since the SBS cutback video, and I just wanted to walk through the big tank and the nano tanks just to show you what's been going well and what's been going bad over the last couple weeks, some issues that I'm dealing with, and just how the corals have settled. So I'll start off on the left side. We have the green goblin and acropora here. It seems to be doing really well. The polyps are out. Doesn't look like it's had any die off at the bottom where I glued. One thing I have going on in this tank is this green slime cyano. It's on the rock back here. It's on the sand. It's on the back wall. It's on the other side too, but what I suspect the issue is not enough flow. So for flow in here, I have one Nero 5 here and one Nero 5 here, and nothing else besides those two and the return lines. I might in the future have to get some gyres or something in the lower corners here to get some more flow in the back. And over here we have the TNT and the goldenrod and the goldenrod and the TNT and the goldenrod that wasn't glued down. This rock, since being flipped over, has gotten some algae starting to grow on it, which is nice because now it's not blaring white rock anymore. To be expected when you flip something over or take something out of your sump. But these guys look like they're all doing okay. This one over here was glued kind of upside down, but I have a feeling that the color will come back and it will just adjust just fine as time goes on. Over here, the Tropicana is doing really well considering how badly it looked when I re-glued it over on this side. The one on the left has a lot of color. It's not really picking up on the camera here, but the one on the left has quite a bit of color that's come back, and the one on the right here, not quite the orangey and green combination of color coming back, but the flesh is coming back and the polyps are out, which is a really, really good sign for the recovery on this coral that was shaded and getting stung by the octospawn before. And over here you can see my wonderful green slime garden that we have going on in the back. Much worse on this side than it is on the other side and out in the back here. So that is my main issue with this tank right now, is this green slime. It doesn't really seem to be bothering a lot of stuff, a lot of corals. It seems like the corals themselves can outcompete wherever the slime is, but I would love to just not have any of this. Okay, back in the front here, I'm so happy with how this deepwater acro back in the front here, really happy with how this acro is doing since getting rid of the Osmolator coral, which was doing a really awesome job shading this guy. So the polyps are out on the tips here. The coral is growing. It's gonna grow into such a really nice coral when it really kicks off. My fire shroom down here is coming back from the brink of death. I don't know why it got like smothered or stung or something from this lava lamp discosoma or from these orange ones. Like I thought that the fire shroom was like the big boss of the mushrooms, so when it got smothered and nearly died, I was really sad because this is a really cool mushroom. But now that it is on its way down the rock, it can make a good recovery. My cloudberry chalice continues to grow and grow and grow. It's just like huge. Like just this is my hand here. It's like this bigger than my palm. So one of these days I'm gonna cut it. You can see this square here is just a ceramic tile. And then everything off of this is just growing over the sand. So if anybody local wants a frag of this, I can just snip it with some scissors down the edges, and you can have a beautiful piece of cloudberry chalice. And over here on my little jawbreaker piece of rubble, it looks like we have one new mushroom here and another on the way, which is super exciting because this mushroom went several years without laying a baby, and now with this one that is back here, right, where's my finger? Right here, I will have 4 jawbreaker mushrooms, which is huge. Very, very happy that this guy is finally happy and moving around and putting down babies, because everybody loves a jawbreaker mushroom. And finally, as an update on this tank, in sad news, I haven't seen my Macoscur's flasher wrasse since I did the custom reef tank tour video about a month ago. I saw him probably the day before I did the custom reef tank tour video, and then never again. So I have a feeling he died somewhere in the tank and just got digested by all of the critters and the pods and everything that live in here. So really sad about that, because he was such a pretty fish, but it's kind of part of the hobby. Nothing's gonna live forever, except maybe the corals that we keep if we do a good job with them. But fish and inverts and starfish and shrimp, they all have a day that they will no longer be here. So we just have to do the best we can to take care of them for as long as we can and make sure they have a nice, happy life, and hope that their deaths were not painful. Okay, before we get over to the Nano Tanks, there is one extra tank that I have to share with you, and that is in my bathroom. So what happened here, about an hour after I filmed the cutting back SPS coral in my reef tank video, my friend Evan called me and said that his tank popped a leak. Now, Evan called me because he was 2 days into a week-long trip with his family and couldn't come back to rescue his tank. So he called his good friend Amy, who lives less than 10 minutes away from his apartment, and I brought over some buckets and I threw everything in a bucket, and now we have this 10-gallon tank in my bathroom, which is also actually my fish room. And so Evan is just working on finding a replacement tank for all of his corals and his rocks, and he's got 2 clownfish that I have in the water box. And when he's ready to get them back, he will get everything back. And now, luckily, I was using this 10-gallon tank as my ATO for the big tank, and I just take the water out. I'm using a 5-gallon bucket for the ATO, and this is serving as quite a handy emergency rescue tank. I just can't use the sink in this bathroom, but we have another bathroom in the apartment, thankfully. I even took the liberty of putting some SPS frags in here because they were knocking around the sand bed in the big tank, and they were getting buried by Snick, the engineer goby who loves to just put sand around. Picks up sand, puts it down. And like the crack on this tank, it was a Biocube 32-gallon with like the top frame, the bottom frame, and everything on the stand. The crack on this tank when I got there was from the top corner of the curved acrylic panel under the top rim all the way down across like this, like 12 inches long, like massive crack. Like if somebody wasn't there within a couple of hours, the whole tank, everything would have been dead. So really good timing for his pet sitter to walk in and find it and take action immediately. So we saved the fish, we saved the corals, we saved the anemones, and there's a bunch of snails in here, and these tiny little snails, limpets, I think they are. Yeah, they're so cute. We took as many as we could, and we got some micro brittle stars. So whenever my friend is ready to come back and get all his stuff, he can come and get all of his stuff. And in the meantime, I have a 10-gallon tank in my bathroom. And now for the Nano Tanks. I'll start off with the water box. Here are Evan's 2 clownfish that are living in the acclimation box here. They have a little PVC pipe if they want to hide in there. Evan said I could have a frag of any coral as thank you for rescuing his tank. So I took a little piece of the Dr. Fuzzy Nephthia leather coral, which is really cool. It's got like, it's really hard to see when the glass isn't clean. It is like a nice bright green color with dark polyps. Oh, these guys are so hungry. There you go. Good fishies get good food. All right, this tank is a disaster. In terms of cleanliness, it's not really a disaster because everything is doing really well and it's really happy, but with the acclimation box in here and with the 2 frag racks full of GSP frags, it is basically impossible to get completely clean. So I have just abandoned cleaning the glass until at least when these frag racks are out. The corals are doing really great. This leather is looking for light. The shrimp here loves just living in this leather now. I have an acan here. The frog spawn's happy. This guy's happy. This guy's happy. The goldenrod piece that I took from the big tank, it's alive, which is really exciting that this tank is supporting an SBS coral. Probably have to do some more water changes on this to keep up with the nutrients and trace elements and alkalinity and magnesium and calcium, because I don't dose on this tank, and I hopefully will never have to dose if I keep up with 2.5 to 5 gallon water changes. In terms of livestock in this tank, everyone is still there and happy. The Royal Grandma is still there. Benny the tail spot and the diamond sand sifting goby are all still alive. Look at this good guy. What a good shrimp. This little clownfish jumped over the acclimation box once and I had to corral him back in. When the frag rocks are gone, I'm gonna take the metal scraper to everything and just give it a really, really good thorough clean and a really good water change, maybe 10 gallons, 30% water change, just to get all of the algae out, and then it will be good as new. I feel like by the time these are ready to go, the GSP is gonna need a trim. Again, it's kind of the curse of soft corals. There's always something that needs a trim. And finally, we have the Fluval Evo, which is somehow becoming a really, really nice tank with the balance of colors with the GSP and the anemones and the dragon's breath macro and the clove polyps growing on the back wall. Yeah, I don't know. This tank was never supposed to stay up this long, and now it's just becoming a really beautiful piece of ocean, and maybe it will stay up forever. No, I can't do that. One less tank would be really nice. Actually, 2 less tanks because of the one in the bathroom. But yeah, all of these fish seem to be doing really well together. This guy is questionable because he murdered his Bangai friend. The other Bangai that I had in here, just in the matter of like one day, before I could really do anything to save him, he just got mangled, absolutely mangled by this other one. So Rest in peace, Mr. Bangai. Unfortunately, you can't really tell when fish are going to get along. You really hope for the best when you pick them out at the fish store, but I did not win that bet this time. But with these other guys, they're doing really well together. The meanie Bangai just stays in the back corner under the clove polyps. I don't know. There's something about nanofish and how cute they are when they perch on corals. Can't just be me. Look at you. And this court jester goby has been absolutely devouring the cyano in this tank. I had mats of cyano on the sand. I had mats of it on the rock, like right there in the middle. And see? He's eating cyano. That's crazy and awesome and super all at the same time. And over on this side, I have a Hollywood Stunner chalice that is coming back from the brink of death or on its way to death. Not really sure right now. One of my local friends dropped this off and this plate coral just to see if I could save him. He doesn't know why they were dying off in his tank when everything else is doing really good and thriving, but yeah, I don't know about you, but I have hope for you with the chalice flesh that I still see over here. How is this tank so nice? Perhaps it's the tanks that we tinker with the least that end up looking the nicest. That just about wraps it up for today. If there are any topics you would like to see me cover in future videos, please drop a comment down below with your idea or your request. I would love to make videos based on what the community is looking for in terms of content, and it really helps with inspiration when it comes to creating videos for you. Yeah, that is it for today. I will see you next video, or I will see you on Sunday at the Niagara Coral Expo. Bye.